Ahoy there, ahoy. Howdy doodling with a pen and pencil, or a pen or pencil. You know, there's one thing you can do. I notice a few people like to watch, as it were, on YouTube, but no. It saves yourself a bit of trouble. I'm on the Spotify, Google, Amazon podcasts, and a couple of others more. Soon to be on Apple as well. So you can, I'm happy for you to listen or watch me on YouTube, but by all means, I'm on the podcasting thing, hence the name podcast. But how are you? You all right, am you? A funny day. Now, I've actually done about 3 recordings this week. One thing led to another, because I'm filming here, there and everywhere. And normally when I do a podcast, I sort of go, how's the weather? It's crap. But for the past few days, I actually said, the weather's fantastic and beautiful. Then while recording, the rain hit, and inside of a car, it's not really good with the banging of the rain. It was heavy rain. You couldn't hear anything, so I had to stop that one. And then followed by, I was listening to an actual professional podcast, but for some reason it was still playing in the background while I was recording. So you could hear the professional podcast, which you were all thinking, I'd rather listen to that one than you. I'm going to listen to them. Good for you. Followed by, my actual jibber jabbering. So that had to be deleted. But I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear the birds in the background. Spring is nearly upon us. But I checked the weather forecast, and the weather's going to be crap again tomorrow. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. I don't know what accent that was. No offence to anyone on planet Earth. At all. So what's been going on then? Well, I've had a look at what's going on this week in the news, which I talked about previously. About the TikTok. Now, I was on TikTok. And then I heard about the terms and conditions. I was like, nah, it's time to get off. Time to get off. But that wasn't the main reason I really wanted to get off TikTok. Now, as soon as if you're a bloke, I don't know why, but if you're a bloke and you sign up for TikTok, what type of videos come up, or shorts or whatever they are, come up on your feed? All the rude, naughty ones. And there is a way to get rid of them so they don't show up, but it's like all the naked ladies, or half-naked ladies, show up on TikTok. Why? Because they get the attention, and obviously blokes are going to watch it over and over, and you get the views then. What did I do on TikTok? I've done some videos on TikTok, and mine was sort of, a couple of gaming footage and a little bit of this and that. Which one do you prefer? And I got this because I went to the Opticians and they were there going, which one's better, number 1 or number 2? And I just used an audio clip of me going, number 1, number 2, which one do you prefer? And I was doing it for all sorts of things, like the box set of The Office, the American one, because that's the superior one, or the Parks and Rec. Which one's better, number 1 or number 2? Spider-Man for the PS4 or Batman Arkham for anything? Which one do you prefer? Most people chose Batman. I was shocked at that one. I really was. But I probably will do something like that on YouTube Shorts. Not for views, but more for, okay, let's find out other people's opinions through the comments and blah, blah, blah. So which one's better? I've done a tea and coffee one, and coffee won, which I don't drink anymore. Which was actually a topic in my very first vlogging video. And I said, no, I'm laying off the coffee. And I've dribbed and drabbed back on it, and it just sends me into a raving lunatic. When I have the sort of instant stuff. So if I have a coffee, it will be freshly made, and it'll be one, probably when I'm driving or something like that. But there's a reason I had to get off Facebook. A very good reason. As I say, nosy bastards out there. There was someone who I used to work with, and he was a right lazy bastard. Literally, he was lazy and he was a bastard. So obviously, he came up on my people you may know. Now, I have a theory. Now, if someone's a friend of a friend, that's fair enough. That sort of works out. But had, I should say, people from all over the world, and there's no way this guy was going to meet this guy in real life to be friends on Facebook. And I wasn't following anyone from a former workplace at all, or no one was following me. for a reason. Yeah, with your bang bang hairdryer scooter. So something just went off in the background. I thought, yeah, it's one of them hairdryer scooters. But his picture came up. I won't say his name, because he's a dick. Thinks he's God's greatest gift. One of them. Got a tattoo, because he thinks he's the big man. Nah. But basically, he come up on my thing, and I thought, why is he out of the blue? It's been about over a year. It just comes up out of the blue. I thought, you're just being a nosy bastard, just so you can go off and bitch. Just so you can go and bitch. Now, the problem with him, so the reason I had to get out of that last job, is because he was a part of a workplace clique. Very poisonous clique. Now, it's a big multinational company. They've got branches all over the world. Yeah, it was one of them. They did not own any part of the business at all. They don't own it. But let's just say one of the parents was the manager of the branch I was at. The guy who cropped up on the lazy bastard, who cropped up on my people you may know, was the son. So you got the parent and the son, and then you got the other half. See, I'm mixing the things here, not to sort of give it away who I'm talking about, but if you know, you know. But you get the general idea. Now, these are the worst, vile workplace. Now, my wife works for a family business, and it is, she's very happy, and it's all very well done, and it's understandable. That family owns the business. They own it. But when you get the priorities of the in-house clique, the family clique, it is a toxic workplace. And it is, if you upset one, you upset them all. And if you upset the manager, they will make your life a living hell. And that's what happened to me. So it's sort of like, yeah, I've got to get out of here. Oh, time's time. I had to get out of there. I'm glad I did. I wouldn't be able to do I wouldn't be able to do this if I was there. Jesus. I'm thinking about all the strikes that are going on at the moment, and this was in my past job. All the strikes that are going on at the moment because they want more money. Now imagine a job where you're having to talk people off ledges because they're going to jump. Clean up the mess after they've jumped. Clean up after a drug user who's overdosed. Clean up their mess. If they just turn up, you've got to clean their mess. You have to deal with Joe Public. And let's be honest, Joe Public can get very vile and angry at you for no reason at all. The Karens of the world, there's many of them. What else did they have to do? Oh yeah, take a load of crap from the clique as well. So what he used to do was just go in the toilet and have a shit all day while he was playing a video game on his mobile phone. I won't mention which one because it will narrow it down. And I can't really, because I play that quite a bit. As and when. What else did I have to do? Yeah. Oh, cleaning all the rubbish, coming home, smelling of shit. And I had to do that all on minimum wage. That whole story of that previous job and a couple of other jobs in the past, that is like an hour's podcast of me rambling on and the stories that happened alone. But I just wanted to sort of say, social media, I know I use social media to sort of promote this, but it is really for nosy buggers, and it causes all sorts of arguments and can get you in trouble as well. Because I had to sit through a disciplinary procedure of someone who was consistently late for work, and I was late this one time. Now, I wasn't the person doing the disciplinary. I was if you've ever been in one, I was the note taker, and I'm dyslexic as well, so that was great for my manager, because this was over 5 years ago, and as far as I know, every one of us don't work for that company anymore. On Facebook and social media, there was pictures of her on the session, and she come in late the next day. It was late so many times, and that led to a disciplinary. And I was the note keeper for that. But you know what? I can't remember what happened. She still kept a job. I don't even think she got a warning. It was just do it again and you will be in a shit. But that just proves social media is good for communicating with, say, people all around the world. And I'm very sorry. I've had to look at pros and cons. I've had to sort of say, oh, I've got to weigh up the pros and cons. I've got to think of mine and my wife's safety and get rid of it. Facebook. But I'm on Instagram. I've made one post. I'm following one person. And yet I've got about 14 people following me. I think I know why. Nosy bastards. I'm doing a little experiment with the recording equipment. It's basically I've got a USB thing plugged into my phone and actually using the web camera. Well, I want to say the camera, the microphone on it. I'm just doing a test. You'll have to bear with, how things go. You never know what can happen. Like me today. True story, this. Most of my stories are true. It's slightly twisted to keep certain people off my back. But I was just walking through a supermarket, through the car park, and this old dear, an old Irish lady, with, well, I presume a daughter. Hello, and she was on one of these scooters, electric scooters, they're for the elderly and disabled people to go around the shops. And these electric scooter things. Hello, she calls me over and she goes, hello, I didn't know if I can take this in. Apologies for the Irish accent. I think they want you to take it back. Or it means I got to go all the way over there and I got to walk all the way back in my condition. And doing the good deed of the day, I thought, do you want me to take it back for you? Because it was on the shopping centre and it was a bit of a jaunt. If you've got a dodgy ankle or whatever it is, I don't know. It's a bit of a jaunt. Oh, thank you so much now. Thank you so much. But then I tried to push this electric scooter. Wouldn't move. There's a key on it. It's turning the key, pushing the handles. Nothing. You're struggling there, young man. Yeah. How's it work? No, I don't know. I've never had the need to use one. So, yeah. Show me how it works. Oh, this is what you do. This is what you do. You have to sit in it. Ah, right. Okay, I'm with you now. It's a safety thing. You have to sit in it, so it has to have weight to go. So, I'm having to sit in this electric scooter for disabled people. I'd easily say about 100 metres. Or whatever, so yards. Going through a shopping centre, 1 mile an hour. I'm a big guy. Lots of battery to do. Going very slowly. Everyone's looking at me. And actually the daughter said before I left, oh, I bet you're ever so embarrassed. Will you be embarrassed? You don't have to if you're embarrassed. I said, no, I love it. And I had my Alexa thingy in my ear. So I was just like, Alexa, play Steppenwolf, Born to be Wild. So me going through the shopping centre on one of these electric scooters, Born to be Wild. People were looking at me and I was like, what are you doing that for? I was like, I'm taking it back for an old dear. Good fun though. Made a few smiles. But did I get embarrassed? Nah. If people enjoyed it, not a problem. Laugh at my expense. I'm bound some buggers bloody filmed it and put it on this, that and the other. TikTok. Not on TikTok. Don't want to be on it. Not anymore. But hey, that's life. Sometimes you get embarrassed about things, but sometimes you get really embarrassed. Just remember, is it really going to affect you this time tomorrow? No. Do it. It's not the little things that nag you. Are they going to affect you tomorrow? Don't worry about them. Don't worry. Try and be happy. For copyright reasons, you have to try. I'm not going to say be happy, am I? But this is a new test. I hope it all works out. If not, I've not got a podcast. So if you're still with us, if you want to send an email, you can. To be fair, I've not actually checked them yet. I have checked them. It's 0121, not a phone number. 0121, it's morgan@gmail.com. Do all the subscribing stuff if you can be bothered or find of interest to this. It's not for the subscription numbers. It's more for you so you know when the next episode is up. That's how I see it. So anyway, have a good one and ta-ra a bit.